on dozens of potholes along 27th Street. Schaefer said 35 people are out today filling potholes.
So that's part of the service that we provide to the taxpayers, is to give them a safe, efficient transportation system.
But some cars in Lincoln have already been damaged by the recent potholes. This photo from UNL sophomore George Chen shows a dented rim on his 2011 BMW convertible after he hit a pothole.
We appreciate people's patience. I know people will call us up and say, I just reported it, how come it's not fixed within the next day or two?
Even with a larger crew, Schaefer said it could still take time to fill the thousands of potholes.
Schaefer told us that it's important for those reporting problems to stay patient. Public Works is asking that if you have a pothole in your neighborhood, you can call Public Works or use the online form at lincoln.ne.gov. For StarCity News, I'm Colleen Fall reporting.
StarTrain riders called for increased fundings, but City Council delayed a vote until the March 7th meeting at the earliest. City Council was looking into new routes for the city buses. They are looking to have more service on high-volume routes because of an estimated increase in ridership of up to 10%. Riders have also asked for later run times. StarTrain has proposed adding evening hours to the few routes. City Transit Manager Mike Davis also offered up 6 more proposals, which included more midday service, later weeknight service, even Sunday service.
A man stabbed in the chest in Lincoln on Thursday was booked into jail last night. They investigated 31-year-old Patrick Cortez Rice, who assaulted a mother of 4 and her 15-year-old son around 7 p.m. Rice was at the house earlier but later returned and punched both mother and son when the 15-year-old pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed Rice in the chest. Rice was released from the hospital around 5:30 last night and taken to jail. Police believe the teenager who stabbed Rice was acting in self-defense and won't be charged. None of the victims sustained life-threatening injuries. Rice is booked on suspicion of domestic assault and child abuse. UNL researchers are joining the search to find a vaccine for the Zika virus.
StarCity's Michael Shoro has the story live after the break.
Picture yourself in a masterpiece building, surrounded by the work of great American masters. It's here. Sheldon Museum of Art at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Nebraska's national treasure.
I'm Prince Mukamara, and I'm urging you to go to collegeboundnebraska.com to see if you qualify.
You've got things to do. You're the next success. A CEO, a dancer, a poet, an entrepreneur, a doer, a spark. Come make waves where there is no ocean.
The Zika virus is no longer a foreign disease. Zika is in Nebraska and as of now has infected 2 people.
A UNL professor says it will likely be multiple years before a vaccine is found and approved for the Zika virus. We'll go live to Michael Shoro in the newsroom, who has the story.
Not much is known about the Zika virus. A team of UNL researchers is among several across the nation working to change that. One professor emphasizes the efforts are in their beginning stages and will take some time to reap rewards.
Asit Patnaik works with UNL's Nebraska Center for Virology. He and fellow researchers will work to develop a vaccine for the virus and find antiviral drugs to fight its spread. He says Zika isn't deadly, but is a concern for pregnant women. The virus has been linked to birth defects, such as microcephaly, which causes underdeveloped brains and small heads.
Here in Lincoln and Nebraska or in the country, it is not a major concern to to population at large.
Patnaik says the center received a sample of the virus earlier today and another one last week. Testing will begin in the next few weeks. Another UNL professor, Scott Gardner of the Harold W. Manter Laboratory of Parasitology, says society needs to be proactive in its research and studying of the environment. In terms of viruses and bacteria, he says it's best to know what's where before it finds us.
It's all a reactive phase. We're not proactive in understanding what might be here what might happen before it happens.
Patnaik cautions expecting mothers to avoid mosquito bites and traveling to places struggling with the virus, such as parts of Latin America and Asia. 2 Nebraskans have been diagnosed with the virus thus far. For StarCity News, I'm Mike Shoro.
It's Decision Day in New Hampshire. The New Hampshire primary started early this morning and is continuing now. This is the first in the nation primary contest where New Hampshire voters will make their choice for president. Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders entered with strong leads in the polls. The primary looks a lot different than the Iowa caucuses, though, last week. This contest has 3 governors at the forefront: Bush, Kasich, and Christie, who are competing for moderate voters. Bernie Sanders isn't getting overconfident, though, despite his double-digit lead over Hillary Clinton in the polls. Hillary and Bill Clinton are no strangers to primary comebacks. A high voter turnout is expected.
In local political news, Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer endorsed Marco Rubio. She says Rubio is the strongest commander-in-chief candidate in the Republican field. She told Fox News' America's Newsroom yesterday, quote, "He will be a strong commander-in-chief. He will keep us safe. He will keep our country safe. He will keep our families safe," end quote. She is the latest of 7 Senate members to endorse Rubio. And Chelsea Clinton will visit Omaha on February 17th in support of her mother's presidential bid. She will be a part of 2 events. One will be an organization event that is free to the public, and the other will be a private fundraiser at the Slowdown in Omaha. Tickets to the fundraiser start at $150. She will be in the state 2.5 weeks before the March 5th Democratic caucuses. And today is a special day for the National Weather Service.
Here's Audra Moore with details.
Today we would like to wish the National Weather Service a happy 146th birthday. The National Weather Service was first started on February 9, 1870, when President Ulysses S. Grant signed a joint resolution of Congress with the Secretary of War to start the National Weather Service. It was decided that the Secretary of War would be best fit for this job because they would provide accurate and prompt weather observations for each day. There were 22 stations at that time, and now there are 122 weather forecasting offices across the United States that provide us with weather information each day. For StarCity Weather, I'm Audra Moore. Casey Crandall will have your full weather forecast after the break.
Lighthouse actually means a lot to me. For one, it provides a safe place and you can have a free meal here, build a lot of friendships with the staff and kids.
Jaden is one of the many youths who come to Lighthouse for a healthy body and mind. For 25 years, Lighthouse has been creating life-changing experiences through meals, fitness classes, and educational support. To learn more about our mission or to donate, visit lincolnlighthouse.org.
Don't just check on your friend later. Take action. He's not just missing the party, he could miss the rest of his life.
At the University of Nebraska College of Journalism and Mass Communications, you can start here and go anywhere. Our programs are designed for doers, life seekers. You'll get hands-on experience from day one in front of or behind a camera with a major in broadcasting. Or maybe you'd like a career in radio, calling sporting events for KRNU, or design a major advertising campaign. To begin your future, go to journalism.unl.edu.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, every 2 minutes, a person is injured in a drunk driving crash. Always remember, buzz driving is still drunk driving. A message from the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety.
Good evening. This is Casey Coranda with your forecast. As we take a look outside, it is currently 25 degrees. We do have a north-northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour though, which is giving us a feels-like temperature of 17 degrees. That sun is out there though to give us a little bit of a saving grace. And as we take a look at the almanac, we are right about at our average right there. We are just a little above, while we are quite a bit below the average. Not too bad though, definitely not as bad as negative 24 back in 1975. As we take a look across the state, out in Chadron and Scottsbluff, it's 50 degrees, 36 in North Platte. And as we take a look on the eastern part here, 28 in Norfolk, 27 in Columbus, 24 in Tacoma. And as we take a look at our wind chills, we do have a low pressure system which runs right about where the split in this blues are. That is bringing significant winds to the east of it, which is, as you can see, 17 in Norfolk. We're at 17 here in Lincoln, while out west where there isn't as strong of a breeze, 46 in Chadron, 25 in Valentine, 27 in North Platte. So definitely not as cold for them. As we take a look at tonight, that low pressure system is going to be bringing us some increasing clouds overnight. Our low is going to be 14 degrees. We'll have that wind will die down quite a bit, and we'll have a west-northwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Not as brisk tomorrow morning. Those clouds will continue to add up though, so it'll be mostly cloudy across the day. A low is 35, and those breezes will shift just a little bit to be southeast for 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we take a look at the week ahead. Thursday, those clouds will go back just a little. We'll have a low of, or a high of 31. Friday, those clouds will return. It'll be 35. Friday night into Saturday is expected to be the coldest at 9 degrees. Saturday, it'll be 23. Sunday, which is Valentine's Day, is going to be 39. So definitely a fairly nice day. And we have a warm up the beginning of next week, 44 on Monday and 42 on Tuesday. And back to you, Megan.
Things are looking up for Nebraska farmers. A new study showed that the state is starting to recover from the 2012-2013 drought. According to a UNL study, water levels are up more than half a foot across the state in the last year. Eastern Nebraska has seen the largest rise, with some wells recording a 15-foot rise in water last year. For many farmers, the drought was among the driest and hottest years. Droughts pose the biggest risk for farmers, but another drought, like the one in 2012, is not likely to happen anytime soon. Water Resources Specialist Dick Ehrman expects even higher water levels in the next month or two. Next, we'll see what events are coming up on campus and see how many students made the Dean's List last semester.
Didn't you make the Dean's List last semester, Megan?
I did, but find out how many other students made the Dean's List. Heather Lancaster has all the details.
I'm Heather Lancaster with Your U News. Whether it's the Ents in Lord of the Rings or Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy, the notion that trees can talk is a curious idea. Find out if trees do talk to each other in real life in a SciPop talk presented by Doane College's Assistant Professor of Biology, Ramesh Languini. The event is at 7 p.m. Wednesday, February 17th in the Adele Hall Learning Commons in Love Library North. Popcorn will be served and the talk is free and open to the public. UNL is hosting a meet and greet at the Jackie Gahn Multicultural Center tonight from 5 to 8. The event is a continuation of several events this month to celebrate Black History Month. To find a full list of events, visit the UNL Oasis Facebook page. The numbers are out. Nearly 4,500 UNL students made the Dean's List yet again this year for the 2015-2016 fall semester. The full list of students is available online. After the break, Josh will have the latest with sports.
University of Nebraska-Lincoln Extension. We've been your partner for 100 years in everything related to your family, your business, your community, and our state. Extension shares your best interests and delivers research-based information that you can trust. Extension works right beside you on your farm, on your ranch, in your community, with your youth. 100 years young and just getting started. Hi, I'm Dean Chuck Hibbard, and we are UNL Extension. Whether it's food production, environmental stewardship, human nutrition, business development, or youth engagement, you can count on our leading-edge, research-based information. UNL Extension, responsive, innovative, and trusted.
There's something about this community, the people, the friendships, the traditions, that makes you want to be a part of it. It's not a singular idea or defining characteristic. It's a bond. Here we earned more than a degree. This place helped us become who we are today. We are Nebraska. Here, we know what it means to be part of something big. We know the meaning of a strong community and the importance of teamwork. We're kind. We're innovative. We are hardworking. And we always have been. We're loyal and spirited. And we believe in the things that matter. We come together to support our school and each other. We are fans. We are friends. We are alumni.
Here at Sports, I'm Josh Skluzacek. The Huskers announced an exciting addition to the schedule today, as the men's basketball team will play a home-and-home series with Kansas starting next year. The Huskers have played Kansas more than any other team in Nebraska history, but the move to the Big Ten paused the rivalry, the last game being played back in 2011. The details are still being worked out, but it appears that Nebraska would travel to Allen Fieldhouse next season before the Jayhawks come to Lincoln during the 2017 campaign. The Huskers' last win against Kansas came way back in 2004. Back to this season, though, the Huskers finished up their prep before tomorrow night's game in Wisconsin. The Huskers snapped their 3-game losing streak on Saturday with a win over Rutgers, but will face better competition in Madison. Wisconsin started the season slow, losing 2 of their first 5, with longtime coach Bo Ryan stepping down shortly after that. The Badgers have gotten it together, winning their last 5, 2 of them against top 20 opponents. They've also won the last 2 meetings against the Huskers. As for the Huskers, Siobhan Shields, who took that hard fall in the win over Rutgers, is still going through concussion protocol, and his availability will be determined tomorrow. He did receive some cool news this morning, though, when he was honored by Allstate for his work in the community. Yesterday marked the start of the Royals World Series Trophy Tour, and today it stopped in Lincoln. Fans lined up over at the Bob Devaney Sports Center to take a picture with the trophy for the brief 2 hours it was here. Tonight it will be in Omaha from 6 to 8 at a local Hy-Vee, and tomorrow it will head to Grand Island from 10 to noon. The Royals won their first title in 30 years back in November. And while the Husker baseball team prepares for its upcoming season, head coach Darren Erstad announced yesterday that pitcher Derek Burkhamper will be suspended for the first 2 weeks after breaking team rules. As a sophomore last season, Burkhamper worked his way into a weekend starting spot in the rotation, posting a 5-3 record and a 3.84 ERA. The loss particularly hurts because the Huskers will have to replace pitchers who worked more than half of their innings last year. Finally, the NFL is reportedly banning players who don't pass a background check from its scouting combine. Players who've been convicted for domestic violence, sexual assault, or weapons charges, or those who refuse to submit a background check would not be invited to the annual event. In the statement given to teams today, Troy Vincent, the Vice President of Football Operations, said, quote, "It is important for us to remain strongly committed to league values as we demonstrate to our fans, future players, coaches, general managers, and others who support our game that character matters," end quote. However, the players will still be allowed to participate in regional combines and college pro days. And that's all for sports. After the break, Mecca will have your latest entertainment info.
Picture yourself in a masterpiece building, surrounded by the work of great American masters. It's here. Sheldon Museum of Art at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Nebraska's national treasure.
I'm Prince Mukamara, and I'm urging you to go to CoJMC.com to see if you qualify.
You've got things to do. You're the next success. A CEO, a dancer, a poet, an entrepreneur, a doer, a spark. Come make waves where there is no ocean.
We'll see if history can repeat itself for the Huskers. They can have back-to-back years with beating Purdue if they lose this game.
What would we do if we won the Powerball jackpot?
That's daunting to think about.
The music may change, but we'll still be there. Music, sports, and more. 90.3 KRNU.
Good evening, I'm Mecca Slaughter with your entertainment news. James P. Sullivan is on his way to the scare floor with his best friend Mike Wazowski at his side to pay their respects to co-writer of their story, Daniel Gerson. Gerson died Saturday at 49 years old after ending his battle with brain cancer. The New Yorker got his start as a writer for the NBC comedy Something So Right. He survived by his wife and 2 children. We now go from Pixar to Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow went to court recently for a stalker she says stalked her for 17 years, but her case centers on letters she received from 2009 to 2015. The mother of 2 claims her stalker sent around 70 messages that range from, quote, religious to pornographic to threatening, end quote. Her stalker was arrested in 2000 but was found not guilty by reason of insanity. The verdict has not been publicized yet, so we wait and see what the jury says. Despite her case, Paltrow played babysitter to Blue Ivy while mom Beyonce performed in Super Bowl 50. But that's not the controversy at hand. Haters took to whatever outlet they could talk about Beyonce's performance of her new song, Formation, and how she touched upon police brutality, the Black Panthers, and Malcolm X. But that's not it. What wasn't shown on television was her backup dancers who channeled the Black Panthers with their outfits, who were approached by 2 activists who wanted to spread the word about Mario Woods, who was shot and killed by the police. The activists said the dancers did not hesitate and held their fist high. Haters came with hashtag All Lives Matter and boycott Beyonce. I know where I stand, but what are your thoughts? Tweet me at cupcake_Mecca. With Beyonce still the topic of interest, come on y'all, let's get information and get tickets to her Formation Tour. The tour will start April 27th in Miami, Florida and end on June 12th in Hershey, Pennsylvania. The European tour will start on June 28th in Sutherland, UK. Pre-sale tickets start today, but only for American Express card members. North America general tickets go on sale the 16th of February. I'm in formation to click Add to Cart just under a week. Will I see you there? If you have anything in the entertainment spectrum, tweet me. And after the break, we'll get information on that hashtag HotRef with Nikita.
Girls on the Run is an organization designed to empower young girls through an educational program that incorporates fun, physical activity. Girls will gain self-confidence and pride throughout the program while training for a 5K fun run. We want girls to learn how to live a healthy lifestyle while at the same time learning how to be comfortable in their own skin. This program is about helping girls put their best foot forward.
My favorite part about Girls on the Run is just hanging out with friends, playing games, and running, because I really like running.
Girls on the Run really gives them a true message about how life is and what they need to be thinking about and focused on.
Girls on the Run is so much fun! Woo! To learn more about Girls on the Run or how to get involved, visit our website, gotrnebraska.org. Girls on the Run, empowering girls from start to finish.
I'm Nikita Higgins with today's social media buzz. Hugh Jackman reveals that he has basal cell cancer after posting this photo on Twitter. The photo shows the actor with a Band-Aid on his nose and the caption, quote, an example of what happens when you don't use sunscreen. Kanye West has revealed the kicker to his new album and his Season 3 tour. West is promoting his line of Yeezy shoes by offering a free pair by tweeting, quote, "Anybody who can figure out the title gets tickets to Season 3 and free Yeezys," end quote. A new social media sensation has emerged from the Super Bowl, and it wasn't Peyton Manning. This Super Bowl ref from Omaha, Nebraska is now being recognized across the country for his large biceps and dimples, starting the hashtag #HotRef. Clete Blakeman was a backup quarterback for the Huskers from 1984 to 1987. Students are responding to an article written by an Arkansas college student that went viral. In the article, Alyssa Silko opposes free tuition. Many students agree and disagree, including this Facebook user who responded by saying, quote, "I know I earned my education with my hard work and, let's be honest, a few tears. It wasn't easy, but again, that's okay." That's a look at what's trending on social media. Megan and Cody?
A new grocery store will have its grand opening tomorrow morning. Fresh Time Farmers Market at 52nd and O Street is, quote, "a new, healthier, fresh, and organic way to grocery shop," end quote. And the first 250 shoppers in line get 20% off their purchase. The store will add competition to the corner with Hy-Vee and Natural Grocers less than 2 blocks away.
Today is a day of beads, parades, drinks, and lots of food. Of course, we're talking about Mardi Gras, but some might be confused on exactly what that means.
Well, Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday, and it's the last day for many Christians before the start of Lent, or the 40 days of fasting and 6 Sundays before Easter.
The university will be hosting several events, including a Mardi Gras themed dinner at the dining hall. And I actually did get a chance to check out the menu. It actually looked pretty good.
What's on there?
I think there's some gumbo, some shrimp, and your favorite, hush puppies.
Oh, you know I love hush puppies.
That's it from all of us here at Star City News. We'll be back every Tuesday and Thursday at 5.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook and follow us at Twitter on Star City News 16.
We'll see you next time. Have a great night.
You've been watching Star City News, a student-run newscast at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's College of Journalism and Mass Communication.
Lincoln is usually thought of as a small Midwestern community, but it also has many of the cultural and entertainment benefits of a large city. Lincoln has a growing business community and is also home to the Nebraska state government. The new Pinnacle Bank Arena is home to Nebraska basketball and hosts many big-name concerts year-round. Lincoln is one of the fastest-growing cities in the Midwest. Come find out for yourself. In Lincoln, life is right.